On my recent travels to India, I discovered a hot little tip when working with saffron, and I thought what a beautiful way to share that with you guys and make a classic Indian rice pudding, or as they call it, kheer. I saw one of the girls in the kitchen do this, and it made me really curious because working with saffron normally, I look at it and think, oh, it's really quite delicate and fragile. It's not at all. So what they do over there is, like any other spice, they toast it off. So what we would normally do is we sit it in a bit of boiling water, cold water, let it steep like tea, whereas they throw it into a pan, dry fry it off, get that toastiness happening, then hit it with some liquid, and that's when you really start to get some serious color out of it. I can smell that already. It's amazing. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So I'm just gonna sit that there, let it toast off, move it around a little bit, and then it's nearly there. As soon as that's good to go, in with some milk, and that should see that saffron really just burst and start to infuse. All right, so you can see the color of the saffron starts to get a little bit darker. Put that in. Going with a little bit of milk, and that's gonna start to leach out that incredible color and also the flavor. So we're gonna go in, we've got a liter of milk, all right? So a liter of milk in there, just a little pinch of saffron, in with the sugar, got about a quarter cup of sugar. So I'm just gonna bring that up to a simmer. As soon as that comes up to the simmer, we wanna melt that sugar through, go in with the rice, and then it's just gonna be a slow, gradual process, stirring, getting that to thicken up beautifully and get that nice sort of silky mouthfeel that a rice pudding is renowned for. So we're just gonna get this up to the simmer, in with the rice, and then we can start to go forward with the rest of our ingredients. We've been ticking along here for about 15 minutes. Okay, so that rice is pretty much cooked. You can see the incredible color that's started to come out of that saffron, and it smells amazing. So I'm gonna go in, we've got about a quarter cup of roasted and chopped up pistachios. Same deal, we've got some slivered almonds, sultanas, nice little pop of sweetness, and some ground cardamom. So I'm gonna put that in at the last minute because I want it to be really quite upfront and vibrant. So, oh yeah, bang, there's the cardamom. Whew. Now we're talking. All right, so I'm just gonna let that infuse a little bit, cook down. Now, different rices are gonna have different starch contents. So depending on what sort of consistency you're going for, sometimes it's gonna be a little bit looser. If you wanna thicken it up, just a little bit of corn flour, rice flour, anything like that, and it'll start to give you that really lovely pudding texture. So you can see the consistency that we're starting to work with here. That's what I'm going for. And be mindful that once it starts to cool down a little bit, it's gonna thicken up even more. But that's about where we wanna be sitting. I just hit that with a little bit of cornstarch. And look at that. Nice. You want it so the rice is like everything's suspended in there. So it's got that lovely creamy, that nice viscosity to it. Oh yeah. There's something so comforting about a rice pudding. Beautiful, not just the color, the flavor of the saffron, that little bit of cardamom. Those sultanas have really started to plump up. That is an absolute winner. Cold winter's night, a little sweet to finish off with. Pretty hard to beat.